Hi guys, welcome to another video on Tech with Shakul. Now, as you can see on my screen, it's Google's 22nd birthday. So I thought let's celebrate it in our style, right? So what I'm gonna do today is in really short time, I'm gonna replicate Google search. Google search is the most useful feature that Google has built, right? So I wanna replicate Google search in a customized way. The customized means I'm a developer. So when I search for some bug, let's say key error in Python. So if I do this, I see a lot of things which I don't want to see, right? I see real Python and all of these. This is what I want to see. This Stack Overflow link is what is I want to see on the top front. Maybe some YouTube videos for learning sake. So what I'll do is I'll create a customized search. On the left hand side I'll see only the relevant Stack Overflow results, and on the right hand side I'll see the YouTube video URLs. Okay, so this is what the plan is. And so let's get started. So what we're gonna build is we'll build a web app in Flask Python. The landing page will be pretty much similar to what we just saw. It will be Google's landing page, and the output page is what I explained to you right now. So I'll be using two APIs for this. The first one will be Stack Exchange API. As you can see, this is the Stack Exchange API documentation, and this is basically you can use for Stack Overflow as well as for any other Stack Exchange medium. So I'll be using the search, advanced search for this. Advanced search gives me the ability to search for any query. Let's say I have any doubt, any bug, I can directly query using this API. So there is a very good builder for this as well. Let's say I do a query key error in Python, and I want to see only 10 results, so page size 10. So this gives me, alright, so these are the results. I can see in the items I have this one is the first result. So now this is giving me some random results because it is not sorted. Okay, sort according to relevancy. If I do this and rerun this, I will see basically, yeah, the first one I'm getting is getting key error in Python. So that way I can create my own. So I use this URL to query whatever the user will type in my search bar. So this is the Stack Exchange API. Similarly, I have something called YouTube search, which is a Python inbuilt package. So let's quickly see that also. If I run my Python YouTube search, now this is a Python package which also calls an inbuilt API only, I'm very sure. So I have imported YouTube search. I need to search for some terms, right? So let's say I give the same key error in Python, and I'll also give some max results. So max result will be basically limiting my number of results that I want to see. So I've given this as 10, and I want the response in JSON, similar to what I got here also. So this was JSON, right? Parameter to JSON. Okay, max result is not, okay, sorry, I think so, max results. Alright, so this it's very hard to see over here. It has given me a stringified JSON. So it has something called videos, and inside that, which is a list basically, and it has couple of internal dictionaries. So this dictionary, okay, this has ID, which has, and thumbnails is basically a list of images, I guess. Yeah, so while displaying the result I'll use this thumbnail as well because it looks pretty good. I get title, I get description. I don't think so I'll be needing description. I don't need channel. Duration is one thing which I can show. So in the results that I'll be giving up, I'll show duration, and somewhere it should be view count as well. Yeah, views. So this is the URL. Yeah, so I'll just append youtube.com in front of this. So as you can see, my YouTube search is working, and I'll use this Python library to basically do that. And I also have configured my API as well for Stack Exchange. So these are the two things that I'll be requiring for my results. So let's start coding our Python function. All right, the first function, I'll first import my package. So I just copied it somewhere. Yeah, I'll use the same. I don't like to type again. All right, I have this, and okay, what this will do is basically, yeah, so if I define my YouTube search, So it will take into parameter the key which I want to search basically, and it will execute this thing. So this thing will give me, okay, I will pass on the key, and this should be max results. So this will give me, remember it gave me a stringify result. It gave me a JSON, but this was stringify. So I'll use JSON module to basically convert this to JSON. Now this has videos and this has a list, which the videos key has a list, right? So I will just return output the videos, right? So the output is result a list of 10 items. Now similarly I'll code something called for Stack Overflow search, search. I'll pass on key similar to what I did in the above one, and I need to call my API. So my API is ready. I will just open this one. Yeah, so this is my API. Yeah, all right. So URL is this one. Now okay, so I will just pass my key here, format. All right. Yeah, now I just need to make a get request to this, right? Get, I will just get the URL, and this should give me the response, right? Now again I need the JSON response, so my response will be inside this, and I'll get the JSON. Yeah, so this should give me my JSON, right? So again, as I showed you, this gives me items. It's actually much clearer over here. So it gives me items, and items should have a list of 10 things. Yeah, see, items has 10 results. So these are basically my results which I want, and inside this I have something called, so I want to display views like my YouTube thing. I want to display my views. Oh my god, this has a lot of views. So I want to display view count. I also want to display score. They generate something called score. Score is basically number of likes and number of views that you got. They basically create a score out of that. So I also want to display the score. I'll give the link as well as the title. So these are the 4 things that I'll be looking for. So it should basically return this. Yeah. Alright, so my YouTube search and my Stack Overflow search are basically returning me 10 items of the search that I'll do. Now I need to code my Flask app, right? Now for my Flask app, I'm thinking the first page would be a landing page, as I told you, this one. So I'll use something, a landing page for this. Now once a user types in something and presses search, Google search, so what should it do? It should trigger another route of my Flask app. So I'll basically start writing the routes for this. So let's define our app first, and I'll also write the trigger for this app, right? Then app.run. So this basically runs my app. So I have written my Flask app. I need to start writing the routes for this, right? So the first route, let's declare a app.route. Now the first route will be the landing. This will be a slash only. So this, I don't want my first user to write something with the route. I need a simple slash so that it's easy for him to route this, right? Now I'll define my home. Home should basically return my landing page, the first page. So return. Now if you're new to Flask, there is something known as renderer. You can import renderer from the Flask module itself. So render template gives you the ability to render HTML templates as a response of the Flask. We have seen that in the previous video of API, we were returning JSON objects as a Flask query output, but we can also return HTML responses. So render template gives me a functionality of basically rendering an HTML into the main page. All right, so let's say I'll call this as index.html. so this will be returning my main page. I also, as I said, I also need a route for my search. So once a user clicks this, I need to hit in this index.html, in the search button, I will basically configure this route that boss, whenever the user clicks search, please trigger the search route. This should do basically two things. Let's write the pseudocode first. So this should first call my these functions. It will give me the key also, right? Functions, this key. So this will be passed on as in my request JSON. Now request JSON should have let's say search. So this search, whatever is written in this search window, I should get as my key, right? So the first function this search should execute is, it should basically call my YouTube search. All right, YouTube result is equal to YouTube search, and I'll pass on the key, right? Similarly, I'll do it for Stack Overflow, right? Stack Overflow, and I'll do it for Stack Overflow. So I have called my, I've got my result, right? Now once I've got my result, I need to render this result. I will also need an output route which I will show finally, so that the output page. So this, when it gets triggered, see, this changed the URL to search. So I also want to create something called output route, which will basically show my output, and I will show this into something, my output page. All right, so out.html, it will basically be rendering out.html. This guy search has to basically call the YouTube search and Stack Overflow search and just create this out.html. Getting it? So I just want to add the logic here to create out.html, and out.html basically will be rendered by the out. Okay, so let's start writing our index.html. Now index.html, as I said, it should look like my first page. So for this, I am not a good front-end developer. I have used a hack here. Now I just went on to Stack Overflow and I just searched using HTML and CSS to create a Google lookalike page. So I found, fortunately I found something on Stack Overflow. See how useful Stack Overflow is. So I found the code. This basically using simple CSS and HTML to create a search lookalike like Google search. So I'll just copy paste, and I've already done that, and I'll just copy paste it into index.html, the file that I'm using here. So index.html, I'll just show you how it looks like so that you have a fair idea. Templates, index.html. If you see, I have, so this is what it gave me. Actually, I didn't change anything, not even a single bit. I just changed the image here and it gave me a beautiful search page. So what I'll do is, anything I'm writing over here and I'm pressing Google search, I should trigger my search, right? So I'll start writing the code for this thing. See here, this is my Google search, and I will basically, what I'll do is on click, I'll define a on click event over here which should call my search, right? So this is basically a JavaScript function that I will so this search function will basically call my this route, this search route. This search route will be triggered as and when the Google search button is clicked, right? Makes sense, right? Whenever I typed something and pressed Google search, it should trigger my search route. So I will write the logic for my search button. So I'll basically be calling a XR request. I'll create an XHR request. I will basically running on the default URL only. So 127.0.0.1, and the port number is 5000, and I will call my search route. I have already defined my search route over here, so this will call my search route. Now I need to pass some data as well, right? So I'll declare my data is equal to, I need to pass it as a JSON because I'm expecting it as JSON.stringify. What is the key I'm expecting there? I have configured it to be search. I'm using search a lot. Search is this, but never mind. So search is the key that I'm expecting over here. So I'll pass search, and this should be equal to basically I need to get this, whatever is written inside this. So this is basically my ID search bar. So get element by search, dot get element by search ID, so by ID and search bar. Okay, dot values. Now this gives me the whatever is returned inside the search bar. All right, so this is my data, and I'll just need to send this data. Dot send. Once this is done, I need to load my output page also. This is the output URL which will be loaded once I have completed everything, right? So window dot open. This out is my landing page, right? So out. All right, so this is my landing page and it is being opened. All right, so I have coded my search also, index also. Now I need to code my landing page. Now my landing page should look like something. So I'm using an HTML editor which gives me a good way to, I don't need to write the HTML part of it, I don't need to remember the tags and stuff like that. I can just add images. So I've just used a cool feature here, so I can just copy paste any image that I have. So I've googled an image of Stack Overflow. This is basically what my landing page should look like. It should have left hand side Stack Overflow results and right hand side should be YouTube results. Let's say some title, and I need the views something, and I also need I got score, right? Something. All right, 312. All right. Let's make everything bold. And all right, yeah, so I want to hyperlink this thing should redirect me to a URL. So I'll insert a hyperlink, some dummy URL. I will change it later, right? So this dummy URL, so this creates me a hyperlink. So this is how all my Stack Overflow results will line up. Similarly, I'll have something for YouTube as well. So the only difference with YouTube is I want, instead of this, the title should be title only. I also need the image, the thumbnail, right? And I'll add an image over here, and this should be basically okay. This, now this is pretty big. I'll just reduce it to some, okay. So this title should be, this image should be an hyperlink. So I will just add a hyperlink here, dummyurl.com. Right. So this is an hyperlink, and here a title is the hyperlink, and this gives me the view duration. All right, so okay. See, this is giving me a title which is a hyperlink, and this is giving me a YouTube thumbnail which is also a hyperlink. So I can easily go to the results, right? See, what this has given me is a beautiful template which I can copy. I can just directly copy this thing. Now the important thing here is the first row should be constant every time I search. So anytime my user presses Google search, the first two rows will be constant. So this will be the basic template that I'll be creating. So the basic template, I'll just copy the first two rows. These are the first two rows. I'll just copy these one. And when I'm rendering it, okay, so I'll start writing the code where I will render it to the out.html. All right, so start is equal to, sorry, all right, and my end will be something like, will always be the end of the table, right? Control C, just the table. Now I'll just open up a file. So f is equal to open let's say out.html, which is the file that I'll be using, out.html, and I want to open it in edit mode. So I have opened this file, and I'll just start writing into this. So f dot write, I will first write the start thing. Alright, now I have the YouTube results, and before I append the end part, I need to add the YouTube results into this. Alright, so for I in range, since my YouTube results are 10 in number, so I'll start a loop which starts from 0 and runs towards end. So my ith YouTube result will be yr is equal to YouTube result and I. Similarly, my Stack Overflow ith Stack Overflow result will be Stack Overflow result and I. Basically, I'm for every time this loop runs, I'm getting a result from my lists of results. All right. Now let's write the part where I am rendering. Okay, this is a bit tricky. So what I want to do is, now I have added my, so I am starting to write my this row. So this is my Stack Overflow row. Copy this one. So this is my, this part is just the Stack Overflow part. All right. Now I don't want dummy URL, I want the actual URL, right? So I'll replace this with dot format. Yeah, I will replace this with basically Stack Overflow result, and inside this I should get what was the key there. So if I see the key was link, so I need the link. All right, what else I need to format? The title, so it shouldn't be the word title, it should be some whatever the title the result has. Sr dot, what's the title, okay. And what else I need the view, so this is the view count. It shouldn't be just a number, so I'll just have, what is the key there, view count. All right, and the score is coming as score, so I will have sr score. All right, this is okay. So I have basically made 4 changes. This will be formatted in my string. Now this is what I want. Now the second part is my YouTube results, right? So for that I will go here, and this is my basically YouTube result. Okay, temp plus equal to, because I want to add it after the Stack Overflow result, so I will add this part. Okay, let's start formatting. So what I want to format is dummy URL for the first thing. I need the actual URL. What will be the URL in this case? In the YouTube video, the URL comes at URL suffix, and remember I need to add a www.youtube.com in front of that because it doesn't come that way. All right, so yr dot, okay, www.youtube.com plus. Okay, what else I need to format is the image, obviously the thumbnail. It's a pretty long URL. Remove this and just add a format here. Okay, what is the thumbnail? I think so it comes at thumbnail, and it's a list, so I'll just take the first one, whatever is the first one, I'll show that. Okay, now formatted that. What else is left? The second line should have my views, so views is coming as views itself. Okay, I have var dot views, comma, I need the duration as well, so this is the duration. The duration, yeah, it comes as duration only. Perfect. So I've made 4 changes as I need 4 things inside this. Yeah, within this loop I need to write the temp. Alright, so I've written the temp inside my file. Now after the loop ends, I also need to write the end part, because my table end is written in the end. So I will write the end part. I will just close the file. Alright, so this will basically write all of my results in the out.html file, and my out route will call this out.html file. So I think so I've completed all the loops, and this should run as desired. If it shows some error, then it's my bad coding. Let's start our Python, what is the name, search. So it's running. Let's see if we have done a good job or not. So 127, yeah, this ran. So key error in Python, Google search. Brilliant. It doesn't look that nice, but Stack Overflow results are lining up over here, and YouTube results are lining up. Let's open something. Brilliant. It redirects me to YouTube, and let's check the redirection. Oh, sorry. Yeah, perfect. So I have created a Google search for my own customized way. I can see the Stack Overflow results, I can see the YouTube results. So I think it was in a short video I was able to explain to you how you can build some cool applications, web applications using Flask. And once again, happy birthday Google, and that's it. Thanks a lot.